everybody, what's going on? It's Noah. So I wanted to do a different video again. So excuse that, I'm so sorry about that in advance, but I just keep changing my mind about what I really want for this channel. And of course I'm still gonna do some art stuff if you guys are interested. But really what I wanna focus on right now in my life is more of a self-help channel or personal growth about some certain things that have affected my life. And one of those things is cystic fibrosis. And cystic fibrosis, or CF, is a genetic disease that basically involves the CFTR protein in your body not working properly. Now, in a normal person, the CFTR protein regulates the production of mucus, basically. But in CF, it doesn't work. What that means for us that have CF is that there's this thick, sticky mucus buildup in our body, and it's not just in our lungs, it's in all of the internal organs, basically. So I know that's a little gross, but bear with me. So the cystic fibrosis, or CF, as most people know it, is a genetic disorder. That means you're born with it because you've got your mom and your dad. Half of their gene structure was good, and then the other half wasn't so good. When they both came together, there's a chance that both of those genes don't work properly in the child. This actually results in some siblings that have CF. Brother, sister, whatever, they'll both have CF. I was only a lucky one, if you will, in our family. And I've got a family of 7 people, but I only have 2 biological siblings. So I was the one out of the 3 that got it. So with my CF, what it means for my life is it means that I have a shortened life expectancy. So I'm not expected to live as long as the average person. I've come to accept that, to be completely honest. And there's a lot of other things that I've struggled with cystic fibrosis, but I don't really want to dwell on that in this video. Right now, I want to talk about all of the things that it has caused me to appreciate. And life, I see life in such a more colorful way now, in such a more precious way. Because of my CF. Now, it hasn't always been that way for me. It's been kind of tough in the past. And I've struggled a lot. And I've had depression. I still have depression and anxiety. And it's not all due to my disease, but a lot of it is triggered by my disease. And I just want to say, if you are feeling this way and you have struggle as a person, not just with chronic disease, any person, it's okay to feel like that. You know, that's part of the human experience. And so basically what I want to talk about in this video is what it's like to live with CF. And I'll kind of take you through a normal day and I'll talk about that and what it's like. So contrary to what you might think, CF isn't very debilitating. Sometimes it gets in the way of, you know, like some things that I might want to do because I have to do treatments. But I look past that and I've accepted that in my life. And I want to make this an extremely positive video because, you know, especially right now in my life, I think of CF as something that has helped me rather than hurt me. And I'll explain that. CF is, and all chronic illness, is something that we don't fully understand, I believe. Pretty popular YouTuber, her name's Claire Wineland, she put it a pretty nice way in saying that we don't really understand it fully. And, you know, it could even be a gift if you think of it that way. Now, I know a lot of people won't believe that and won't feel like that, and I totally understand that. I've been in your shoes before, and I'm not trying to say I understand your situation fully. But what I am saying is I have struggled with CF a lot, and I've struggled a lot with depression in the past. And I don't feel that I've fully overcome my depression, but I feel that I'm really on my way to understanding how CF was given to me, why it was given to me, and what I can do to help people that have cystic fibrosis or another genetic disorder. So living with a chronic illness sometimes is pretty tough, and sometimes it's not that bad. Now, when I wake up each morning, I usually try to wake up at a scheduled time, but right now I'm on Christmas break, so that's not really how it's going. What I'll do is I'll do a breathing treatment, and I have to do 4 of those per day. So starting in the morning, what I'll do is I'll put on my treatments, which is called the vest, and I'll do that for about 30 minutes, and that happens 4 times a day. And then with the vest, what I'll do is I'll take my morning meds, which consist of sometimes an antibiotic, my antidepressants, and pancreatic enzymes whenever I eat food. So I'll take those a lot in the morning right before I eat. And then once I finish with my first treatment, I can pretty much do whatever I want, like a normal person. Doing treatments isn't always a hassle. Sometimes it's kind of tough. I can't even count all the times where I've wanted to go out with friends, but I have to stay in and do my treatments because I have to do them right before I go to bed, and it's not easy to lug around my machine every time I want to sleep over at a friend's house or whatever. It's something that I'm still trying to accept, but I feel pretty okay with it now in my life. What else was I gonna say? If you guys have any questions about CF, I'd love to answer them. And I'd like to get some discussions going on in the comments, or you can always email me or contact me about anything. If you're struggling with CF, I'd like to help you out. And I'm not saying that I can necessarily solve your issues with what you're struggling with, but I'd like to extend a helping hand if that's something that you're interested in. So something that I'd like to ask you guys to maybe comment about is tell us a story about someone that you know with cystic fibrosis, or how you've been affected by cystic fibrosis in your life. And what I'll do is in my next video, maybe I'll talk about that, and maybe I'll talk about some that really, struck me, or some that really resonated with me, if that's okay with you guys. But yeah, I'd just like to open this up to discussion for everyone, and I'd like to lend a helping hand to anyone who's struggling with cystic fibrosis. But anyways, that's about all I've got for today. So I just wanted to do a little intro video about my cystic fibrosis. There's many more videos to come, so let me know if you're interested. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.